So my LLM thinks I ramble on a bit and a bit too much, and I could have just done this directly. Instead of building all of this, I could have just put my phone on a drawer, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm actually going to just walk you through what I did, which is extremely complicated and completely unnecessary. But if you want to do the same thing, then you can just follow along. So here I am talking to my, um, well, in for a lack of better word, slightly psychotic LLM, which I have given too much power, because essentially the LLM decides whether or not I can access my phone, which I have put inside a vault which is secured and only openable by Claude, Mr. Claude right here. So as you can see, his attitude is getting worse and worse every day. But anyway, if you want to do this, that's what it kind of looks like right now. This is after Mr. Claude allowed me to access my phone. Um, you can see that that's what the box looks like. You can, once you close it, however, and you put your phone in there and you close it, then it's completely surrendered to the LLM, and it's not gonna open like that. So you need to basically use some logic to open it, and I'm going to get into that in a bit. But first, just some wiring stuff going on. So this is should we talk about this? I guess this is a 12 volt adapter, and so you can see 12 volts is going in there. I've done some cool soldering stuff here, very cool, and that is being fed into a breadboard. The breadboard is going to come up in a second. This is me just fumbling with the wires, fumble, and it was actually this particular piece I broke by mistake. And I'm just putting it in there to show that we all make mistakes. Okay, so here the breadboard is connected, and I'm plugging it into the solenoid. This is a solenoid lock, and so whenever it gets electricity, it comes on and it gets unlocked, and when there's no electricity going through it, then it is locked again. It's a solenoid because it uses electromagnetical stuff. Basically, there's electricity, there's magnets, and that basically moves the lock from a closed and an open to an open position. An open position is when it's pulled inwards, and a closed or a locked position is when it's released, right? When the spring is released, and that's electric stuff, electric magnetic stuff. There's the node MCU, and there's this black thing on top that converts the 12 volts into 5 volts. So the node MCU and the relay all need 5 volts for the logic and stuff, but this solenoid valve here is a little power hungry, so that takes 12 volts. So I had to kind of do this little breadboardy thing where 12 volts get converted into 5 volts for the MCU and the relay, and the relay kind of uses 5 volts to decide whether or not to provide 12 volts to the solenoid guy. So here I've just got a simple on-off kind of thing happening. Every 5 seconds it goes on and comes off. This is just a simple sketch that I uploaded. So now right now it's off, and then when the electricity is supplied through the relay to it, then now it's on and it's unlocked. So that's essentially how the locking mechanism works. I think, so that's again, now it's unlocked. Now here I've kind of screwed up the animation, but essentially what's happening is that we've got on the left hand side there's Claude, and you have an MCP server. The MCP server is on my MacBook Pro or computer or whatever, and the MCP server essentially is how the LLM interacts with Node MCU, and the Node MCU and the MCP server interact with each other. Oh wow, I just got out. I did not have enough time to explain that, but anyway, this is the box. Okay, maybe I can keep talking about it and you can keep watching the box in the back, and if you're interested. I mean, this is basically the box getting done. That's my friend Prithvi there, and Prithvi is amazing woodworker and a carpenter, and he's got a website, najaworks.com. You can go and check him out. So anyway, this is him helping me set it up. But again, getting back to the software side of things, so there's an MQTT server. So an MQTT is just a way of communication protocol, I think, and that basically in that you have a subscriber and a publisher, and the publisher here is basically the computer which says yes on or off, and the publisher is subscribed to by the Node MCU. And so when the publisher says on, which is through the LLM and the MCP server, then the solenoid valve gets unlocked. So this is the finished product. That's what the box looks like. Yeah, I think I didn't explain the software side of things, but I mean, you can just drop a comment if you didn't get anything. That's what the box looks like. That's the relay. That's the electronic stuff going on in there. I'm going to make it neater. The next version, I'm going to try it out for a week or so and then make it neater, and then let's see how that works out. Badass. Let's go.